All right, everyone, welcome back to another place. Before we begin, I kind of want to recap the big picture. So everyone is an Appalachian child, and you all have something that, like, where you're from had been emptied out, and everyone left, but you stayed. And something kept you there. And that's essentially what this game has been about. But since then, you went on this big adventure where you rescued a town called Dragon Town from I'm going to say the abuses of this druid, and brought back the dragon mayor. And when you did that, you had all of the money in the world for your needful thing, for whatever kept you in the hills. You have more money than you've ever heard of. It's just piles of treasure. And no way to get it home. And at that point, you discover that everything you know is probably going to be destroyed by something worse than you could have ever imagined. Basically an all-devouring darkness attracted to the world and coming up from underneath. And so, since, you were this treasure, the love you have for this thing that binds you to your home, it won't matter if you don't do something about this. You all go on this big adventure, and that's what's been happening. And you've descended into, what can we call it, other places in a mythical world, a mushroom, an underground mushroom world, the belly of a giant worm, a magma place, maybe at the center of the earth, and then finally a floating wizard tower, and then a portal into a realm of sky giants on clouds covered in trees and jungles. And all of this to try to find an answer for this this coming evil. And I'll pause there. And the first thing I want to do is go back through everybody's characters, starting with Birdie. Birdie, tell us about Fern and her needful thing.
So Fern is 15, and her needful thing is her elderly dog, Scooter. She loves to dote on him and try to bail him out from trouble when he digs out Mima's tulips or whatever. Goal is to get enough money so that Scooter can just live his best dog life, but now with this, it's to save him from something worse.
Yeah. Jahan, tell us about Grove and your needful thing.
Yeah, so Grove comes from a family of mayors. And at first, I think he was just trying to get enough money that he could avoid his responsibilities and be like, hey, I'm doing something. But I think over time, he's definitely started to grow his ambitions to becoming the governor and eventually the president.
Nice. I think he won. What was the big political move you made?
I think I calmed down all the people in Dragontown when they were panicking.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. All right. Steve, tell us about Renegade.
So Renegade is a young lad at 10. He's really good at causing trouble. His needful thing is getting school supplies for his mom. It started with just pencils, but now it's escalated to pens, and maybe even some more books.
Yeah. And a dubious request, given the how expansive this pencil budget has become. You might wonder, perhaps it's not pencils exactly, but then the love of his mom. It's your mom, right? Not your dad.
Yeah, mom's
Yeah.
the teacher. Dad is. I think we'd have to go through almost every episode to try to paint a picture of what criminal activities his dad's up
Yeah,
to.
your dad's Scooter. Not to be confused with the dog Scooter. All right, and then Alex Birch.
Shenanigans, though, both of them.
Birch is a little bit of an inverse in that doesn't particularly have much that's tied him to the hills. He'd like to get as far away from them as possible. But the reason he hunts around for treasures is because he wanted to save up enough money he could travel around the world. I think his dad is just like a barber. He didn't want to grow up to be a barber. He wanted to go on adventures. He read a little bit too much like fantasy and history literature. And so he just had all these ideas in his head about how he's going to get out of here one day, as long as, he can save up for a big enough plane ticket. Although I guess it's probably been a while since he's really been thinking a whole lot about that, since he's been preoccupied with the darkness.
Yeah. All right, and then Josh Kingsley.
Yes. Kingsley's a 14-year-old boy, and he's a son of a judge's family. And his needful thing is he really wants to find like an abandoned town or village and grow it into a kingdom. And I think destroying the darkness below is the first step in accomplishing that goal. I think it'll give him some cred.
Yeah. You all also have, you had two people announce, one person-ish left last session, which was Wonder, the two-dimensional layer, and she returned to the realm of two-dimensional intersecting layers. And then you also have Sudach, the warrior bugman, who we forget about every single round of combat. But he has tons of spawn, tons of little children, and and they're all back in the belly of the worm, and he accidentally followed you all out of the worm and doesn't know how to get back. But now all will be lost anyways if he doesn't stop the darkness. So he's with you all. Okay. So with that, Alex, what is what happened last time?
So, in our quest to thwart the darkness, it took us to the tower of a wizard named Faravald. After investigating that whole building, finally we were able to get a key that took us to him where he had been trapped. And Faravald had been split in twain. He had a dark side, referred to only as the Master, and it was described to us as the source of his passionless reason, who had previously been holding the darkness at bay for more than 1,000 years. But the best mechanism he came up with to do that was by sacrificing souls, which is not exactly to our tastes, but seems to probably not be working anymore. We were able to talk to, I guess, Faravald's good side, and he explained to us that he was once a member of a adventuring party, not unlike ours, the same one that contained Sister Evelyn Noctua and Sir Ogden Ursus, and they had fought against the darkness below long ago, and they were never able to come up with a permanent solution, but he did point us towards one of his old companions, Libby Quickstep, who I believe was their thief. He said we should seek her out in the Sky Garden, which he led us to, and that is where we spent the whole last session, was exploring the realm of astral giants and whatnot. Among other things, we befriended a giant astral dog named Doog. We found some tiny acorns that worship a dead god. There was a dragon there. There was a dung beetle with a real massive pile of poo. I think the two things that are most important to what's going forward is that, one, we did find Libby, and she was not optimistic about us saving the day, didn't want any part of this. But we did eventually talk her into giving us an asset called the Star Heart. It is a glowing orb that, in her words, was the only magic that the darkness can't consume. If it's held near the darkness, then the darkness becomes real, allowing us to strike it. And before we left, we were able to acquire the Cloud Hammer, which had been left there for centuries after a demigod had dropped it. Only a good-hearted adventurer can lift it. Which ended up in the hands of... who was it again?
Birdie.
Ern, yeah. And I think we have, mere hours left before the darkness is going to escape and consume, so that's kind of where we left off.
Okay. Yeah, that is, I believe, the estimate of Farivald, is that you only have hours left. So, with that, you all have left the Sky Garden. You return through the portal. Let me describe what happens when you return through the portal. He is gone. You are here. You step back through the portal, and lo! Something is here. This and is this thing. Return to the portal, and there's this humanoid-ish shape of a conglomeration of eyeballs making squishy sounds. The eyeballs rotate in various directions and look around. The preponderance of its mass, most of them turn and look towards you as you enter, as you come from the portal.
Oh.
We're all like, whoa.
Have you...
Again.
This thing's been positive towards us.
Yes.
This was from
I
the
don't think we have a
snow globe
name
room.
for it. Have you seen Farivald? I ask.
Some of the eyeballs kind of twitch and twirl around and stuff, and it walks past you.
Do we turn to follow it?
And it bangs on the door, and you hear, "What? Who's there?" Boom, boom, boom.
Is the eyeball thing knocking on the door, or is it coming from outside?
The eyeball thing is knocking on the door from the inside. From the outside, you hear a gruff voice asking who it is.
Oh, that might just be the door egress. Ingress? Ingress? Egress?
Ingress.
Thank you. Maybe we should go open that. I don't know if it hurts for eyeball thing to use its eyeballs as an appendage.
Yeah, it makes a sloppy, squishy sound when it does that.
Okay.
But it still has a force behind it, and there's a banging. Okay, you open the door, and Ingress is like, "Oh, hey, how's it going? Oh, it's that thing. I mean, no offense. I'm sorry, haven't seen you in a while. I'd ask you how you been, but, you can't talk. You're just like a bunch of eyeballs. So,
He says what we're all thinking.
what's up?" And then the mass of eyeballs just walks past out the door and then stands on the edge of the island.
Renegade will go over there.
Yeah, I will as well, and I might look over the edge of the island.
Okay. Let's see here.
What you looking at? Besides everything, all the time.
In its squishy mass, it pulls out like this stuff, and at first it looks like maybe it's is it guts? What is it? And it's long, and it pulls it out, ropes it around a around a stone and tosses it over the edge. Sorry. Look at this.
I'm guessing this is all way down to the darkness. I'm guessing.
Okay, cousins, I was ready to ask when we started, what do we want our next moves to be? But I suppose we have a specific thing to react to. So, cousins, what do we want our next move to be?
Pulled it out and he just tied it. Ugh. Renegade's like poking at it.
Yeah, when you look at it, it's a rope. I mean, when you just touch it and look at it, but it's like covered in his squishy goo, you know, because he kept it in himself.
What else do you have in there?
I'm inclined to think that he was waiting there for us with intent and that we might want to go down there. Does anyone have alternative thoughts?
No, I agree. I think this is probably our way down to the darkness. I think
Blink once if we're supposed to go down.
You ask what else he's got in there. Let me find out.
I can't believe there's an answer.
Bazooka.
Amazing. Yeah. No, I think you guys got everything.
Well, that does bring to my mind another question, which is that we may want to take stock of what assets we have going into this, and what might, if we need, have ideas about a rough plan, what that might consist of.
Yeah, you guys got everything cool. He didn't get anything else from the tower for you.
I don't have the spicy pirate books anymore.
As for other kinds of major assets, obviously we have the Star Heart, which may be the thing that allows us to even injure the darkness. Do we think otherwise it's just a matter of the right application of weapons that we have?
Well, I think anything light-based we should still obviously keep track of.
We got those magical lanterns that we picked up in the basement. Some of us got two, I remember. And then I have the magic light arrow.
Yeah, you have
or
the
someone
light arrow.
does.
But
we got all those weird magic lanterns that we never found out what they did.
Also, from the food area, I got the light juice.
Oh, yeah.
I have light juice, too.
And then, I think the only other thing light I might have, because I don't remember what this was, I took water from the astral fountain in the last session. But I don't remember if it was actually glowing or not. It might have just been water. It might have just...
Ross, can we verify that real quick? Would it have just been water, or was there something special about that? The water that comes from the astral plane?
How there was...
Oh, go ahead.
There was something. I don't remember. Maybe I wrote it down.
How do you verify it?
How do I verify what?
You said, is there something special about the water? I am looking for that, but what do? Do you drink it? Do you touch it? Just look at it?
Just looking at it, did it seem like normal water or not? I don't remember if it was water, if it was just some strange liquid.
I think there's a good chance that if nothing is immediately springing to mind for Ross, then it might not have been
that's
something special.
Do we want to ask Ingress if he knows about the lanterns? I mean, he may not, but...
It can't hurt, but I also fear that it can't help.
He might just talk.
So the water is fragrant. It smells really nice, and it sparkles.
Okay, it does sparkle. Okay, well, I'll hold on to it for now. Who knows?
So, Birdie, Fern has both the hammer and the light arrow. Can Fern wield both of those simultaneously, or would it better be that maybe someone else has the arrow going into this?
I think she had the arrow only because she had the bow. I don't know if the hammer is one-handed, or if it's like a warhammer where it's dual wield. Like, I'd be okay with someone else having the arrow, but I don't know if you have a bow for it, or if you need a bow, or...
Yeah,
I
obviously.
could imagine you could stab somebody with it, but you'd have to get real close.
You can't use them both at the same time, obviously, but you can. There's not some kind of like, oh, you gotta take a turn and change your weapon or something like that. No, you can just use both, just not at the same time.
I figured, it makes sense if we just make sure everybody's equipped with
Maximum
something.
magical firepower.
Right. For example, Josh, does Kingsley have something going into this that makes you feel confident?
I mean, all I really have is cat scratch fever, and I do have one of those lanterns.
True. What about Renegade?
I've still got batteries. I still got the pistol of the ghost. I have 2 staffs, but I can't find where I wrote down what they do.
Method acting, I like it.
One of them was a mushroom staff, right?
Yeah, one was the mushroom staff, and the other one I stole from the druid before he got sent away by the dragon.
It let you summon a slime, or create a giant slime ball attack or something.
I've got a picture of it. I don't know what it does. Yeah, it was something to do with a slime.
Yeah, it was summon a slime or do a giant slime attack once.
I do think that then it might make sense that you are instead equipped with one of our few light-based assets. I did mention after last session that I might want to make one last use of the Book of Futures, so that we can potentially just cheese our way into acquiring the other magic weapon we know about, the King's Claw, just in the next location, miraculously.
This is one of your staffs.
See if I can find it here. Oh. There we go.
Okay. We're at a Control F moment on all the magic items across the... Okay, so, the Book of Futures, yes. So, of course, the way the Book of Futures works is you create the stories and then it unfolds over the next 3 scenes, right?
Those nouns make some kind of appearance in the next 3 locations in order. I don't know how many more locations are between us and the darkness. I fear it could be 1. And each player would have to provide a noun. That's pretty open-ended.
Yeah.
Also, who's holding on to the Star Heart?
Yeah, good question.
I currently have that in my possession, and I figured that might just be what I spend this encounter doing, is just trying to get the Star Heart next to the darkness.
Alright.
Which I'm not even sure what shape it takes. I don't even know how to envision what this is going to look like.
I think a glowing ball.
I meant more like the darkness.
Oh, well, I mean, we'll see when we get there.
Yeah.
Or not. We might not see.
Yeah, so certainly that's the case. Each noun would then appear, and we would come up with 5 nouns, and it would be whatever capricious and strange thing I come up with on the spot. But it could be King's Claw, right? That could be that's a noun. So whatever, and we could see how it goes and see what happens.
Do a quick vote. Does anybody dissent from this? Does anybody not think that this is worth our time to do?
King's Claw, King's Claw, King's Claw, King's Claw.
If that's allowed, I don't see why not. Unless that just results in us getting 5 severed king's hands.
Oh no.
That could be bad.
From the Lizard King, from the Rat King.
Or if it gives it to him, or whatever it is, that could also be.
Oh.
I'll give Ross ideas.
That would be my right where my brain went to. It's like, it doesn't say where it's going to feature. It could be.
The darkness has 6 tendrils full of magical swords.
All right.
Oh, we have the fungal tome as well.
I think everyone should write down one noun in, like, just write it in the chat for simplicity's sake. We'll have them side by side, put into the Book of Futures. Whatever we would like us to run into, and I don't know what that could be, but
I have the Bard up on this Discord, and I didn't realize that, so I have to Alt-Tab over into this Discord to see it. Or somebody can read it to me.
Alright, so each provide a noun. Okay.
All right, got mine.
I got one.
I got mine.
I'm picking.
I'm thinking too. Oh, well, Ross, I should ask. I don't remember how it worked previously. Should I get a noun if I'm going to be the one who synthesizes the story?
Yeah, go for it.
I'll just make mine the simple one. Steve.
Oh, goodness.
Well, the dude's right there, right?
Okay.
You have
One
anything
thing I'm
else
going to
there?
get.
Oh, yeah. This and a flashlight.
Now, I think either somebody or everyone does have an eyeball. But that doesn't mean. So, okay. Amber, flashlight, King's Claw. I'll go ahead and write it down.
Yes!
Hope. Oh.
Burn.
Oh. See, that's a strat. You give me something I can't, like, that's kind of hard to get around.
Being a grammar for a noun, which is a person, place, thing, or idea.
Yep. Yeah. All right.
Either that, or you could just say, "We hope things don't get any worse." There's also that.
We hope that there's a King's Claw.
Up there, at the top of this mountain. It's the sword, but it is surrounded by things you can't pass.
Okay. All right.
I'm just guessing the darkness can take a shape, because like we had that weird void wizard and we had the locusts made of darkness and the oozy stuff. So I'm imagining like, yeah, it could be dark, but I think the darkness can also have a form or have forms within the dark, I guess, if that makes sense.
We're gonna find out.
Next time on.
Yeah. So, all right. So we've inventoried the magic items. I've got the list. Alex is working on.
I found one more item on the back of my character sheet that would have come in handy. We have a bag of catnip.
Oh.
We've had a bag of catnip the whole time since stopping the guys with the catapult. What insane foresight of this author.
Oh yeah. No. This is. I have to glaze this. I have to say this. Every single item interlocks with something that opens something that creates chaos. That's emergent and an open system. So like you can just be swallowed by a giant worm and pop out toward the end of the game, or you can have the single bag of catnip for the single magic cat that shows up 5 chapters later, and like every single thing in this interlocks with something else. And
I feel like that worm was
Unreal.
finding the shortcut in Candyland. Like, yep, you passed the swamp of fudge because you got eaten by a worm.
yeah. There were 3 or 4 chapters of the book that got skipped. Well, anyways, All right. So yeah, Alex is working on that. If other than the story, does it sound like we're going down, or is there anything else y'all want to do in the tower before you do that, or do you want to not go down? You want to go through a portal, or go through somewhere else, or totally do something else?
I would like to go down, and I am ready for that when everyone else is. What does everyone go around? Everyone say what they're thinking.
I'm ready to go down.
All right. Let's see what
Ready?
you.
Good to go.
Okay. I'm looking forward to seeing this story here by a professional writer. Incredible.
Oh, sorry, this is working all of these nouns.
Oh, you're still writing it. My bad. I thought you were. Oh, my bad. Okay. Well, while ignore me and go ahead. I will list off the nouns, which I'm excited about. They are in order: ember, flashlight, king's claw, eyeball, hope. So, and this rope looks sturdy and in excellent condition other than being slimy. But you think you can probably hang on to it and descend slowly, hand over hand, like a big thick rope. So it's not going to burn you up or be hard to climb down.
Alright, I'll lead the way down.
Actually, yeah. Let me set up the next scene while we do
Whichever.
that. Yeah, that's a good point. All right, so everybody begins to climb down after you've inventoried your things and made a plan together.
What I just imagined was us climbing down, and then suddenly like a sword in a sheath comes down, and we catch it, and we go, King's Claw, and we look up, and you just see the eyeball guy, and he just slowly disappears back over the
Eyeball guy.
I think it's an order. We're starting with Ember. I think as we go down, our rope's gonna burn.
The eyeball guy gives you his single wink that he's ever done in 1,500 years as he hands you this sword of destiny. Let's see. Alas, that's not what happens. You climb down the rope, and you see another layer, impossibly another layer to an earth that you did not realize what was beneath it. And here there are crystal and rocky walls and ceilings that seem infinitely out in the distance, impossibly long. Chasms upon chasms, that sense of vertigo, of endlessness that you might feel over like the Grand Canyon, if you look down over the see-through bridge or something, and then just like out further. Something more massive that you're a part of. These rocks and crystals, and off in the distance you see glowing lights which dance and move gently. They give light to this place. In fact, what would otherwise be an infinitely deep cavern that is utterly pitch black is actually, you don't need your flashlight. And it has an ambient light to it because of these floating lights. And then you see ahead of you a hard, like, stone floor, where jutting out of the floor in various places are these crystals, these beautiful crystals that seem to just jut up out of them as if grown like a forest. That's what you can see from where you are. And the rope continues down all the way down to the bottom. So I suppose I should put you at. That's what you can see from where you are now. And that black thing to the northeast that you can see from that amount of visibility in the distance is another chasm down into endless nothingness.
Okay. I have written a story based off the description of how this book works, making use of all of our nouns, and I suppose they'll all show up sometime in the next 3 locations.
Okay. A dramatic reading. Once upon a time, a group of cousins wandered the woods at night, led by flashlights in the search of safety. They were lost from home, not because they couldn't find the way, but because it was taken by villainous brigands. One cousin thought they saw eyeballs piercing through the darkness. Most wanted to flee, but one stood her ground, and pointing her flashlight ahead, she met the eyes of an elder. He welcomed her and her cousins to his camp, where they were still a few embers burning. The cousins told him of their situation and found that his plight was very much the same, and he showed them a lost treasure, the sword King's Claw. "Why haven't you used it to take back your home?" the cousins asked. "My hands forget their strength, and my heart forgets its courage. That's why I trust the blade with you." "But why us? We're children." "Because you face the darkness, your hearts have courage yet." And the cousins found hope. Very well. Okay, let's see here. Where do we go?
Good.
Oh, this is the
Yeah.
first scene. This is the first scene. I'm sorry. And this is what happens. Who has a lantern?
There's a lantern.
Anyone else?
I do. I have a lantern.
And I mean like the ones that were taken from the
That's the one I have.
from the cellar.
Yeah.
So Fern and Kingsley, those lanterns, the lights in the lanterns begin to pulse and grow, and you see them. The lanterns actually like pull up towards the roof or the sky, if you will, of the cavern, towards those other lights, and they seem to make a tinny whistling sound, yearning to be let go.
I think we should do that. Let go.
Do they look like the other lights that are floating around? Like maybe someone captured one of those lights in a lantern?
They do, and they look like little suns. They look like pure little lights.
Well, I have a flashlight, so we wouldn't be hopeless if you let this go.
I think Ross also said it's bright enough that we can see because of the lights.
Yeah. I mean, I have a flashlight, and Fern kind of feels sorry if we have a creature like the turtles trapped from their home. It feels unfair to hold it in a case just in case we think we might need it.
What do you do?
She's going to try to open her lantern and let her little light out.
The little light like buzzes around in front of you and then disappears up into the sky of the cavern. Somewhere else off in the distance, you see suddenly jutting out from the ground something almost like a shadow. And I don't know how to describe this except if you've seen artillery fire. I'm trying to think of something else comparable to this. Not exactly like lightning, but like where like the sky just goes like it flashes, like almost as fast as your frames that your eyeballs can keep up with, and black rays that are shaped like thicker at the base, almost like a piercing jag, like shoot up in 3 places, almost like lightning. But the opposite, a not lightning, and unlightening, if you will. And several of those lights like flicker and die out.
Oh,
And then you realize every few moments this is happening.
Bad weather.
Except for any light, I'm concerned. Or just for those lights.
It seems to be happening to those lights up in the sky of the cavern.
While it's not on, Renegade is still going to just slowly put his flashlight back in his bag.
You know what? Actually, this is a good description of it. When I think about it, think about lightning, how it's dark at night and then you're in a lightning storm. Imagine the opposite, and imagine how you have these lights and there's darkening. And it's
I
like,
think I'm gonna put that lantern underneath my robe.
okay.
If I can
think
do that without it burning. Or
If I saw something like that, I'd be worried about my vision.
Yeah. Okay. Where do you go?
Anybody have any strong opinions on direction? Because otherwise, I'd say let's just go forward.
Well, what's forward?
Uh,
Over here.
the opposite direction from ingress.
Well, we saw towards the end there's like you said like another cavern
Cavern.
down, it seemed, right? So probably that's where we're heading towards.
That's where I would go, to the cavern.
Okay. I think that's what we're going to do. So let's just start marching that way.
You find here a endless chasm going downward. You think this goes into nothing at all. However, you also hear, you see a section of floor that has a crystal stuck in it, and there's a jagged crack, and it's large enough for a person to slide into, and you hear giggling.
What do you say we see this crystal? Is that down in the chasm, or is it somewhere up here where we're standing?
I just mean to describe like you have it's just part of the floor. Like you have like a
Oh.
Let me make sure I have this word right. I don't think that's perhaps basalt. It's just like flat stone. And that's what the floor is, but then it's broken up with some of the crystal, is what I mean. And so there's this fracture, there's this crack, and it's big enough for a human, and then down in the crack you hear giggling.
I think our group member who typically has the best record of talking to weird magic stuff would be Fern, if you think you're up for it, Birdie, if you want to respond to those giggles.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Oh yeah, you want to talk to the giggling voice in the crack?
Fern will call out to them.
Oh, what do you say?
She's just gonna yell a very cheerful, "Hello there!"
Something hops out of the crack. Oh, here it is.
Oh.
Hello. It's a hand with a mouth on the hand.
My first thought is that this is the King's Claw, but there was already an illustration of this, so it couldn't have just been Ross deciding that now.
Did you lose this? He gives you a flashlight.
I suppose we did. Who are you?
The name's Duke. I say, where are you guys going? He does a little dance on his fingers.
We're gonna battle the darkness.
Ah. Oh, that's pretty good. Say, I'll follow you guys.
Alrighty then.
It's a pleasure to meet you. You remind me of the other friend we met today, except he's made out of eyeballs instead.
Oh. Oh, wait. Does he have any hands? He gets serious for a moment,
no.
frowns.
Did he have hands? He
Sure,
just
there
had
were so
arms.
many eyeballs.
Not exactly. We had to open a door for him.
He like twists about his like disembodied wrist a little bit, and he's like, oh, where is he? And he smiles again. Where's he at?
We don't
Another
know.
world of sorts.
He comes and goes as he pleases.
Ah, well, that's too bad. That's too bad. Well, I'll just follow you all for a little bit.
Say, Duke, are you from around here? Do you live down here?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. He frowns and he smiles again.
Would you say you know your way around?
Oh, sure thing. Smiles.
So then you'd be able to point us in the right direction?
He takes 2 fingers and makes finger guns with like 2 of the fingers and holds himself up with the other 3. makes a little tripod, and then he finger guns the other 2 fingers. He's like, I like this guy.
How do you see? But you don't have any eyes.
Nah, I do a hand does the best he can.
Yeah.
I don't want to think too much about
the
this.
Vibration.
He puts himself up on his pinky finger and closes his fingers around the rest of himself, and does something like a what do you call it? Like a roundhouse kick with his index finger, and points further straight ahead to the east. I'll just follow you guys. He smiles.
All right. All in favor? Let's head east.
All right.
All right. You have with you now
In favor, raise your
That
hand.
kind of wears me out, but
Duke the Hand.
You too.
I wrote down Duke the Giggling Hand
Yes.
to make it worse.
All right.
All right. I think we start heading in that direction.
This might be the least favorite character of mine that we've encountered.
You hear and see the following things ahead as you travel to the east. There is this great chasm. It continues on, like probably for miles. And then you have these crystals, almost like a crystal forest, illuminated by the lights that are slowly moving and blinking overhead and moving around. And you hear on one of the crystals the clinking of a hammer and some very satisfied sounding snorts. So that's one thing you hear. Further to the south, you hear a booming voice and laughter, and the ground lightly shakes from something massive. You hear like crunching and smashing. And straight ahead to the east, you see one of the crystals. It is lumpier and shorter and rounder on one side, and you think that it gently expands and contracts.
Like it's breathing.
Yeah. Yes.
Crystal Golem.
Not alarming at all.
All
But
right.
hey, we have a talking hand with us that cackles, so.
Let's start by asking Duke. Are any of these various neighbors like friends of yours? Would you be able to introduce us to the snorting, hammer clinking things, or the giant thing over there, or that breathing crystal?
You're lucky you've got Duke to show you around and point the way. And then he like gets up on his haunches, or like 3 fingers, and then takes 2 other fingers. They bend unnaturally and look as if they're like on his hand hips. And then he points his mouth up towards this rock here. And maybe you can't see that. Right here. And he says, "Tuzi, don't be unsociable. Come on down." And in the direction of the hammer clinking sounds, you hear clambering, and this creature shows itself.
Oh.
It's a mix between a lizard and a dog, which is basically a chihuahua, except more anthropomorphized.
And apparently friendlier.
Yeah.
Hopefully friendlier, otherwise
Hopefully.
combat music.
And it clambers up the crystal that it's on. It's got a chisel that is made from a bone and a very makeshift hammer. And it smiles and it's very excited, and it says, "Oh, sorry, I wasn't trying to not be nice or anything. I'm so excited. I'm rich. Oh man, I'm rich." And then it gets back to clinking away at the crystal.
He's having a good day.
Yeah, he seems
How tall
really
is
happy.
our friend Duke? Is he literal hand-sized? Like
He's
down
literal
at our ankles?
hand-sized, yeah.
We're just going to ask him if he wants to write on her shoulder so he can see better.
Shoulder. Hey, how many hands you got?
Just these 2.
Oh, that's too many. Shoulder it is. All right. It crawls up, like in a horror movie, up your back and gets on your shoulder.
Ugh.
Does anybody want to interact with the dog lizard? Because I don't have anything. I feel like he's kind of minding his own business.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I think let's check out the big noise.
Duke will say, Tuzi's been one of the nicer things I've ran into. You see, you don't want to run into a void spawn down here. At least I don't. They try to eat me. That's why I was in the crack. Hey,
Well, if you can help
Void
us figure out
spawn?
what they look like, we'll keep you safe, hopefully.
say, how did you all get here, anyways? Did you walk here with those 2 big feet?
Gooey rope.
Oh,
Rope.
with 2
I
hands.
just dropped in.
I'm a pretty good hand.
Obviously.
Sure, that
Yeah.
comes in handy.
Oh boy,
This is killing me.
this is great.
Nailed it. Fingernail.
Oh, cackles loudly. You hear it echo. His cackling echoing.
That might be dangerous.
Yeah, Duke, you had mentioned something. What would you say? A void spawn is what we were hiding from.
Oh yeah, I stay away from the void spawn because they try to eat me. They're very rude.
What do those look like?
Oh, they look like monkeys, but only black. There's just blackness, just nothing else.
We've run into them before.
Not a black
Yeah.
monkey, not an animal, an actual
mushroom
just
area.
nothing.
In the mushroom area, there was some of them digging upwards, right?
I think that might have been the session I was absent for, the second part of the mushroom thing.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
was like the void creature in like a cloak, the void locust, and then what it
Yeah.
was doing was that it had these like smaller void creatures that were digging upwards.
All right. Jahan, you had mentioned you wanted to check out whatever the source of that large thunderous sound was. I
Yeah.
also like the sound of that. Everyone okay with that? Okay.
That's
I
to
think
the
we're gonna
south.
try that.
So you want to go south?
Yeah, although if it's possible, I think we may want to like hide ourselves behind like a big crystal instead of just being right out in the open as we approach.
Yeah. I think I understand what you're saying. It's big and noisy and ostentatious, and so you don't have to be. So yeah, you go south and you avoid that one to the east, the seemingly breathing crystal, and you get behind some crystals and you see something ahead, and it's very loud and the ground is shaking as you approach. Very obvious, and you're able to sneak up on it easily. You see a massive 15-foot tall goatling, and he's grabbing void spawn and he's laughing, and he's taking them and he's eating them. He's just grabbing void spawn, and he's on a massive pile of bones. Now, these void spawn, he'll eat them, he'll tear them up and stuff, and then they'll disappear. It's obvious they don't have bones.
Yeah, I think let's turn around while he's eating void spawn. I mean, I guess enemy of our enemy. He's got rid of some of us. He's got rid.
Is he smelly, the goatland? Because they were smelly back in town.
Well, let me look.
Smelly goatlands. I'm just kidding.
I assume they all are.
Sneak up to him and just waft a little bit.
I don't know if his smell stands out. He's huge. His eyes are bulging with joy as he devours these things, and his belly is bulging from eating all of these shadow creatures.
Yeah.
I feel like everyone we've run into down here is having a great time. This has a real positive attitude.
Yeah,
It's like a party.
so far.
Darkness probably
Party
drives
as
you
long
insane.
as you're not the one that eaten.
Okay, well, there was one other thing that we have noticed, and that was a seemingly breathing crystal. Do we want to investigate that?
I think we circumvent that.
Yeah, I can give you some other directions here now if you wanted to go either southwest or southeast if you wanted to go around that, or you could go back to the southwest. It looks perfectly clear. To the southeast, you see the crystals like in the rest of this crystal forest, except they're broken down and you see them in lattice matrices. It looks like they've taken something has taken these crystals, and you just have lattice matrices that cover around a crystal, and you hear lots of little tinking.
And Duke, he's still pointing us around. Do you have any advice about where we might go from here?
Oh yeah, I guess I'd also warn you not to get eaten by the void beasts.
Thanks, Duke. You are handy.
It's really fast. It just shows up sometimes. That's why I stayed in the crack. Says all this smiling.
What do those look like? Are those the big white thing we saw, or are those different?
Sounds like a giant void spawn.
He looks like the void spawn, except he's about a 25-foot long dragon creature.
Oh.
Good to know.
Does it have a name?
Oh.
This creature?
I just call it the void beast.
Okay.
Alright, we'll keep an eye out for that, I guess. I'm inclined to go southeast towards the matrices, I guess. I imagine it might end up just being more prospectors.
Okay.
Void prospectors.
You, in the distance, you begin to see something. A massive floating cube, prismatic and glowing, and it's obviously made of the same crystal material around you. There is also a sphere which bounces around it and shoots off energy. And every once in a while, this cube will pulse, and the whole place, like anti-lightning, and these bolts will shoot up, and more of the lights will disappear. And as you head to the east, there's another chasm, and then beside those crystals, there's this lattice work like matrix of like things. And as you get closer to those, you realize it's tiny, tiny, tiny little scaffolding for tiny buildings.
The acorns?
And there's tons of tiny little people making them. They're about an inch tall. Then there's hundreds of them. And most of them are wearing little hard hats, and they're all constructing stuff.
Void gnomes?
There's hundreds of them.
I guess we wave at them.
Some of them wave back. Some of them look scared. You see like little quarter-inch tall little baby ones, and like a mommy one like scurry their little tiny ones in somewhere to get away from these giants that are approaching.
I wouldn't be inclined to bother them. I'd probably keep one hand on Renegade's collar.
So you said we see
But
the
why?
giant structure right in the distance and like something around it, you said?
Yeah, there's a ball of black energy that bounces around it and shoots out like bolts of energy from it sometimes.
What's it shooting at? Just randomly?
No, when you look at it, you can tell it seems to be, as you observe it, it's actually shooting at that cube.
Okay.
Y'all are up for it. I think this is our best lead so far. I think we should get closer to
Yeah,
this.
I mean, I'm thinking it's trying to break the cube probably, so we probably don't want it to break the cube, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I think that's the prison of the darkness.
I
The
think-
master was.
Yeah, I think that's a
Eating
good
its souls.
guess. I don't know if it is or not, but I think that's a very good assumption. I think that's
Fern's gonna ask, "Hey Duke, do you know what that is?"
The big cube.
Yeah,
You-
she's kind of
okay.
just gonna
Oh,
see if he knows.
that's just the darkness. That's its prison.
yeah, I think that's the way we gotta go. It's in
Then from the ground, there's a black pool, and an eye socket pops up, and an eyeball pops out of it, and it looks around, and it looks at you all, and then it looks back towards Tuzzy, and it looks back at you all, and it looks back at Tuzzy, and Tuzzy, back where you came from, meanwhile, is like clinking on one of these things. But at this point, the giant goatlin is between you and where Tuzzy is. And there seems to
Have we
be
seen
something
these?
stuck in the stone.
Have we seen one of these before? These eyeballs popping out of the ground?
Yeah,
Is that also in the fungal area?
yeah. I think a couple other places too.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And
we
he's
got.
Fascinated
get
by
the-
Tuzzy, it makes Fern kind of wonder what Tuzzy's really mining. Because it doesn't seem like gold would do much in a place like this, so why would it be concerned with what he's mining?
Or is this just prophesied as the eyeball from our story? Like it was just going to show up cuz?
I think we keep moving to the cube.
I think so.
All
We've
right.
got bigger priorities right now. Although I think I might also ask Duke. And have you ever crossed paths with a wizardy fellow? You know, broad, pointy hat and beard and all that staff, maybe.
At this point,
Especially if
he
you'd
act-
never been coming
he-
or going from this.
he actually frowns, and he's got his like finger, arm, hands on his hand hips, and he's like, I'm not going to actually get a body out of you all. You're going to get swallowed by the darkness. Idiots. He just like saunters off. He was hoping to like have a new body, but you guys haven't screwed up bad enough, so he walks off.
Okay.
Yeah. And let's see. The cube. This is a little, obviously you guys are not mighty heroes, but I don't have any other artwork of it.
We're the mightiest heroes.
Yes.
We have guns.
I mean, that's what we look like in our mind.
Yeah. You approach this cube that floats, and it's not shown here. I'm going to see if I could just draw it, actually. There's a huge crack in it. I need it to be way bigger than that. Let's see, like a 40. Like this. There we go. There's a huge crack on one of its corners, and it's seeping down from its side. And it's forming in a pool down below it. This orb is bouncing around off in the distance, shooting at it, and you can see that the cube is cracking. And
Maybe you arrow the orb. Maybe.
Sorry, I might need another description. You said there's an orb separate from the cube. Is it a distance away that's shooting towards it?
Yeah, it's floating around and shooting at it. And I have some other things to describe as well. All of a sudden, something darts past you, behind you. You see it out of the corner of your eye, and then it disappears.
Was it dragon-shaped?
What size was it?
It's hard for you to say. It looked like a passing shadow. Like, so as shadows go, you know.
Like are we talking like a tennis ball size shadow or like a car size shadow, I guess is what I'm wondering.
Yeah, like it's big. Like if you pass by a tree, you know, and it casts a shadow, how it'll move, you know.
Okay, so it's a nice size something.
I will withdraw the star heart and keep it clutched between my two hands for now. Does the orb appear to also be like a concentration of darkness?
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah, I think we got to take out that orb.
I think we shoot it with a light arrow.
Well, I'm curious if it just like escaped from the cube, or like, Ross, did you say that there's like darkness leaking from that whole crack in the cube?
Yes.
Yeah. From what Duke said, this is the prison, and presumably this is another piece of the darkness trying to break the rest out.
Right, just a piece of it. I'm wondering if there's more to it than that, or if it's just like some got out and now it's trying to help the rest free or something.
So is this where the darkness was being kept, or where the darkness keeps things?
It's being kept.
Yeah, presumably.
Fern, roll a low turn roll. Low turn test.
That's 2d6. Come on. There we go.
Very hard for you to fail. I think if you fail, something really bad happens, if
7.
I recall, too. Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, no. Well, anyways, no. Actually, we figured that out last time. 2 things happen. All of a sudden, this thing erupts, like from around the side of a crystal. Fern, you have been listening for it, and you know it's approaching, and you're able to act and have everyone act before it arrives, and then this orb shoots at the bottom of this cube, and the bottom collapses. And you can imagine this stuff just starts pouring out. And as it pours out, it goes from a pool into a massive bunch of like darkness that's like writhing up and taking various shapes and forms. And then the anti-lightning increases, and the light starts to disappear from the sky.
Okay.
What do you do, Fern?
So you said I can sense something coming from behind us?
Yes.
She's probably gonna pull out her cloud hammer and just kind of yell, "Hey, behind us!"
I'll say, "Boot, you deal with the darkness pouring out, and we'll cover you."
All right. It's showtime, people.
Rock and roll.
Okay. So let's see. This thing comes from behind you. I'm going to put an "and" here. Make sure I'm going to put some "ands" here. There we go. There's an "and." Let me make the "and" a little bit bigger. And then you see this thing, which I will put down there.
Oh, it's a void beast.
Nice.
All right. So you warned them you can also act.
Is my lightning ability with my warhammer or with my cloud hammer? Do I need to roll for that, or is that just assumed I can shoot lightning once a day?
You can shoot lightning once a day.
Because I think I might try to hit this so that we're not flanked while dealing with the darkness.
All right, you do that. Crack! Lightning like comes out of this, and as this anti-lightning is happening, then there's also lightning, and then it flashes, and everybody almost goes blind for a second, and it cracks into this thing, and you can see it like its side open up like holes, and all of a sudden its nothingness becomes a somethingness, you know. So in like as opposed to being a hole, it's an anti-hole, and you can see through it and see other stuff. And so and it's obviously wounded, and it screeches.
Light does hurt it.
All right. Do the rest of us also get to act now?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right. Birch is going to just run right up to the darkness and clutch the star heart tight, but like press it up against it. I don't know how this works, but
yeah, the kind of like tar-like nothingness that surrounds you begins to envelop you, but burbles and stays away from you as you go into it. And you find that this neither the void beast seems to ignore you, and also the void, this darkness seems to part even as you're kind of enveloped around it, and you're able to go further and further into it.
all right, someone follow me.
Renegade's coming.
I'll
He's
follow
got his
you.
staff.
But what about the void beast? Someone's got to deal with the void beast.
Oh yeah, Renegade will stay out here then, because he can cast slime-related things. I wonder if the ghost gun would work on this. Only one way to find out.
Okay. All right. So who's going with Birch? Who's staying outside?
I'm outside.
I'm
Okay.
going with Birch because I don't have any really light weapons.
Okay. So okay. So Renegade.
I could
and-
try to poke it with
do the
cat
outside.
scratch, but I don't think it'll do anything.
All right. I'll go with Birch as well then.
Okay. All right, so then I'm thinking Renegade. What do you do since you're staying out? And yeah,
Ghost gun, gonna line it up and try shooting it.
The Void Beast?
Yeah. The
Yeah.
ghost guy. I don't know if it counts as a ghost. Well, we're about to find out.
yeah, and nothing seems to happen.
It is not a ghost.
All right.
Takes out a little notebook, scratches off that theory.
It's the coolest gun ever, and I haven't gotten to use it besides
No
one
ghosts.
time.
We have encountered
Because
one
they
ghost.
know.
No, that's
but we
not true.
didn't
There
wanna
was one
shoot them.
ghost, and you thankfully didn't shoot her. You know. Oh
Not
well.
about it.
Yeah. I remember that. Okay, so meanwhile, deeper and deeper into the darkness. Let's see here. Nothing except
Does everyone else just see black on the VTT? And if so, is that correct?
Yeah, I mean, we're inside the
Oh, the Void
darkness.
Beast.
So immersive.
I'd like to have like a light. Let me see if I can do it this way. There we go. Nope, didn't work, huh? Well, that's interesting. Oh, I think, never mind. There's nothing I can do about that. Okay. All right. So, yes. Nothing. And you go deeper and deeper into it. You find yourself surrounded by this nothing, this darkness. The only thing you can see is the star heart and the outlines of your friends. When suddenly, you take a look around. Birch, and your friends are gone.
I will call out Grove. Kingsley, are you there?
There is absolutely no echo. There is no wavelength, no bounce. You hear your voice, and it's just completely and utterly flat. And you hear nothing back. Meanwhile, Kingsley, you follow the Starheart until you find darkness, and then you see light, and then you see a kind of ambient glow with a sky filled with dark points, and you see yourself, except you're much older, and it's obvious that you are a wealthy, like a fat cat. You are obviously, like you have started your own town, and it does very well. He's probably 30 years old, this future you. And he's standing there. You can look at him. And you see that this is you. And he's smiling at you.
Oh, let's see. Maybe I'll just say hello, self.
Hello there, Kingsley. He comes up and claps you on the back.
Have you seen my friend Birch?
Birch is going to be all right.
What's going to happen to me?
What do you mean? You know what's going to happen to you. He looks down at himself, so well dressed. You know what's going to happen to you.
Oh, no, I don't trust it. Seems too good to be true.
Yeah. You spent a lot of time not getting what you want, Kingsley. You've waited for a long time for this. You know, your family, your old dad, the district judge, he stays in that town. But me, and that is you, way bigger things await us. I'm just getting started. So don't you worry. He claps you on the side, on the shoulder, you know. Now I want to swing over here and go to Jahan. Jahan, Grove. You are in the Oval Office. And you're sitting behind well, obviously you 20 years from now, or I'm sorry, 30 years from now, sitting behind the seat itself, the seat of power. You are the president of the United States of America. He invites you in. Oh, I'm so glad that you got to see this. Just a glimpse of what's coming. Come on, take a seat. He gets up, walks around, to the two couches in the Oval Office. Sits down at the edge of one. Take a seat. Or would you like to take a look around?
I'll take a seat.
No.
And okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, go ahead.
Okay. Well, I want to say, let me hear what he says, please. But I do have a plan.
Everything's going to be fine. President Grove. What year would it be? Who knows? 1950 something, 1960 something. President Grove, 1963.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Were you JFK's vice president when you got,
Everything's gonna be all right.
That's exactly. But he's like, everything's gonna be all right. And Grove, we are gonna do things you can't even imagine. You were born for this.
Yeah. I think I was, but I don't think you were born for this. And I'm gonna reach to my pack. I'm gonna pull out my glass vial filled with the light liquid and shatter it on the ground at this being.
You do that, and everything disappears, and you're enveloped in oily black for a moment, and there's all this light, and you can tell that that was obviously a vision of things, and then it shows you at the edge of the light. Let me look at your shows you your dad getting arrested.
I'm gonna call out Birch Kingsley.
Is that your dad's name, Birch Kingsley? No,
Sorry.
I'm sorry, I had a brain fart. That's wild.
Now,
yeah, Birch and Kingsley. So for here, now I'm going to go back to Birch. Birch, you hear Grove.
Gotcha. And I wanted to ask, if I look down, can I still see the rest of myself?
Yeah, barely so. It's almost subsumed in dark, yeah.
I'll start heading towards his voice. I'll call out, Grove, are you there? We'll try to Marco Polo this.
Yeah, I'll call back out and say, I have a little bit of light here, but I saw a vision. It's trying to get in our heads. We need to stick together.
All right. Meanwhile, Meanwhile, the lights are beginning to disappear from the cavern sky. There are very few of them left, and it's becoming dark. And this thing is angling around. I think it's going to get a chance to attack. So let's figure out who and what. Oh, I know what it's going to do. Renegade. You take 10 heart damage.
And hard.
Ooh.
Ooh.
No.
Oof. -3.
Okay, you are dead. It attacks Renegade and it just rips it. It takes him in its jaw and like flings him against some crystal and kills Renegade. And then meanwhile, Fern, what you see is this void beast just devouring all those staffs and all that stuff that Renegade had. It's just like, and it's eating the magical stuff. Doesn't even seem to care about Renegade's dead body.
Well, that hand might have a body after all.
And you can't say Renegade wouldn't have approved.
All right, Fern, what do you do?
Quick question. Does my little blue blade glow that I have?
Yeah.
The one that I control? Okay. Can I wield two weapons at once? Shooting a light arrow with the intention to have that blue blade go for its head.
You know, that's
Since
funny
it's, like,
because...
intent, but with also like shooting it with a bow.
Yeah, interesting. Right, because you... see, I'm
I
kind
don't
of...
even need to unwrap it. I can just think I need you to get out of my backpack
Right.
and go hit that thing.
I'm in a corner on that one, right? Because it only requires your intention. Interesting. Yeah. All right.
What
Let's.
does
I'll
Sudatch
take it.
do?
Yeah. Sudatch is just like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? And Sudatch is like running around as the entire universe is getting devoured by darkness, and these people have disappeared. And this little kid just gets thrown against the wall and dies. Sudatch is like, he's holding it together better than you think, you know, for Sudatch. But yes, you can fire your light arrow and have this blade strike.
Okay. Trying to think what I would roll for a bow. Is that a D6?
This is the light arrow. You don't have to roll for it. It removes
okay.
these two. This blade strikes into its gap and tears it open until only part of it's left, and then you automatically hit with the light arrow and sever it, and you slay this void beast.
That'll learn you.
Okay, and then it disappears. What do you do now?
Would I know Renegade's dead, or would I need to go check and see if there's anything I can... I don't know that there's anything I can do, because...
You could do last words if you want. I mean, you could go check on him.
Yeah, I think that's what Fern would do, is run over, because like everyone else is over there, and she's just like, she's been with him this whole time.
Yeah.
Give me a hearty plump.
Oh yeah, don't you have some apple that like snatches somebody back from death or something like that?
That was a mushroom, and I don't think we have any
We
more.
used the mushroom.
Oh.
I have...
Unless we had more than one, I don't think we have any more mushrooms.
A red
No, I
bonbon
don't.
heals heart, but I don't know if it heals you from beyond the pale of death.
No, you gotta have that mushroom, man. Yeah. Or the hand. But, you know, it got mad. Well, anyways.
I mean, if it was still skulking around, it would see the body.
Yeah, you
All
think
right.
he's like just over a ridge, he's watching us waiting for someone to die.
It's
I mean, he didn't leave us that long ago. He left us like...
it sounds like Renegade is smoked. What do you?
Yeah,
what are
Renegade's for sure that.
what are the last things you all say to each other?
Fern will just tell him, like, she knows it's not, but she's a renegade. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna take you back up. It's all gonna be fine. You know, I'll help you take care of those pens.
There's a bag of thumbtacks in my room. Put them on the chairs of teachers.
That's the worst.
Fern promises to do so. She will use every single thumbtack. In honor of Renegade, and leave a note Renegade was here.
He was our youngest cousin. Oh
Yeah.
man.
And with this, the lights go out as darkness envelops everything. Meanwhile, back in the darkness, okay, let's see here. Back to Kingsley. So you are along with your elder self on a endless flat plane of nothing, and he says, you know, it was really you that was gonna start a town. You were the one that had ambition. I mean, that other kid, I remember, what was his name? Something like Garden or something like that. What was it? I can't remember anymore. Some other kid, you know, but he was never going to become anything. Let's be honest. It was always you. And, well, we made it happen, Kingsley.
I'm gonna like get that lantern out and catch Screever and run to him and poke him with my. I just don't like this. It's just rubbing me the wrong way. So I'm gonna go for kill myself.
You unveil a lantern with a remaining light, and it dispels this inky black enough. But then you see beyond, on the border line between that inky black and the shapes of what is real, you see you see the counties where you're from. Trying to remember the name of the county that we played in that had the Armocracy, the county, like the whole county. It was
that Crown Lake County or Stone Castle County?
Yeah, Stone Castle's where you started. Crown Lake County was the second county, and then Malumir County. And you can see out that there's abandoned barns, fallen over, wind-beaten houses. And as far as you can see, and in a couple of places, highways off in the distance, diverting anyone that would ever come to that place off somewhere else. And there's no one to live in any possible town you would ever make. And you just see a glimpse of that as like reality comes back around you, and you have a lantern with this bouncing, frantic light. And then you hear Birch's voice.
Where are you? I don't like this darkness.
And you hear Kingsley.
I'm desperately searching for my cousins.
Were Grove and I able to reunite by following each other's voices?
Yes.
And I think we'll do the same with Kingsley, and I'm going to say, Grove, I want you to keep one hand on this star heart along with me.
All right, sure. Yeah, I'm also biting into my hardy plum. Makes my skin tick and hard, but also turn red. And it lasts for between.
You look like a roast pig right now.
Well, if you could see it. Let me see how long it lasts.
That's true.
Yeah, all right. My skin is hardened for the next 30 minutes.
All right. All right. You find each other in the darkness, and you have this one light and then the lantern light. But that lantern light is, dim by comparison. And there's the star heart. Yeah. And then, meanwhile, there is Fern and Renegade, but we won't pan to them. Yeah. What do you guys do? You're surrounded by
If we can
darkness,
also-
every three. Go ahead.
Get Kingsley's hand on this star heart. I'm trying to
Yes.
think because it says it makes things real, and it certainly seems to dispel what is false by its presence. I'm feeling a little scammed right now. We're in at least our third location by now. Where's my King's Claw?
I think we hold the star heart up and we try to feel if any of the darkness around us is becoming more solid, or is there an area where the darkness seems more concentrated that we can make our way towards?
Yeah, you the star heart's light pulses with a bright light as you do this, and you see. So there's the star heart. It has it looks like this. I think I have it. I guess I don't have it. It's an orb. Here I have it. Looks like this. It's like circular, like that, right? You see off in the distance one that looks like this. It's not bouncing around. It's not the same thing, but it's just like the star heart, except it's a coalescing nothingness into a black nothing.
Right, fellas. I'm not the best at math, but I think these two things might be able to cancel each other out if we bring them together.
Okay.
Okay. You walk toward this thing, and you see within it all of the things that you want. You see, otherwise there's just inky blackness. But like as if in a palantir, you look and you can see each person that looks into it. Grove can see himself as the president of the United States. Birch can see himself getting on a bus with well dressed and with all the wealth he's accumulated, and finally leaving town forever and having absolutely no need to ever come back to that awful place. And Kingsley can see a town. Now, Kingsley, this is something very obvious to you at this point. That will never happen. There is no town to be had. I think Kingsley knows that.
Yeah, I would try to not look at it. If you can, look away. Don't look into it. It's just trying to tempt you.
All right, yeah. Press it against it, I suppose.
Yeah, that's the best idea I have. Let's just try to smush the star heart into the other orb.
Okay.
Close my eyes if I have to.
Yeah. Okay. You press the star heart against the dark heart, and all of a sudden there's an explosion of light.
Yeah.
And You find yourself in a wilderness nearby with neither Starheart nor Darkheart. Fern holding Renegade, and all of you together.
Renegade's still dead?
Yes.
Yeah, like. Oh no.
Do we recognize where we are?
You're somewhere in Malumir County. You're some woods.
Oh, I don't suppose our horses are nearby.
No.
We were supposed to
They're in
get
an
them on our way
alternate
out.
dimension, yeah, with some giant turtles.
Somebody should have mentioned those as their nouns.
We were supposed to get them on our way out. We were supposed to...
Yeah, if somebody had just put horses instead of hope. But hope seems pretty important, so...
Ah, jeez.
Well,
I mean, I would look to Grove and be like, "Do you think we did it?"
I'm just gonna close my eyes and like feel the air. I don't know if I'm sensing anything or not, but does it feel like we did it? Am I feeling hope?
Yeah.
Feels better than that feeling we were getting looking at the things that we wanted.
Well, I don't suppose the old mayor had a collection of odds ends. I don't suppose he's got a mushroom for Renegade.
Yeah, no, you find yourself in a real world, with a friend that perished, fighting whatever this thing was, and you're back, and you're able to go back into Dragon Town that has a dragon mayor and an enormous pile of wealth, and also maybe some hills that you can never really quite go back to, like the same way, you know. But what do you all do?
Well, I suppose we tell the people, we tell the mayor that we stopped the darkness, and I would like to push for Renegade to be buried with the heroes in the crypt of heroes, with the others who once fought the darkness.
Yeah,
That's good.
And write his name in the back of the book.
Yeah.
And put the book back. Yeah.
Nice.
And while
Probably
everybody's
pencil
distracted
and
at that ceremony, we're going to be gluing tacks to the seats of all the people we suspect of being teachers.
It's like a scourge of tack stuff going on now after that. Yeah.
little notes Renegade with here.
Or to whom it may concern.
Well, Renegade's family, if you return home, you have as much wealth as you can imagine. So here are the things that has happened since you've been gone. Scooter passed away. That happened probably weeks ago. Scooter was an old dog. Grove, I think I mentioned this. I did mention this, right? Your dad got arrested. Did I get there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. You find out that's the case. Renegade's dad also got arrested.
Related?
That's an interesting. Yeah, that's.
Cousins want to know good.
One could speculate. One could speculate. Yeah. And then Kingsley, well, things are much as you left it. I say that. I say your dad died. I can't remember that. That did not happen. It's just as he left it. But, and then Birch, likewise, things are much as you left it. You all have a ton of treasure. You're very smart. You can figure out how to be children and have this massive pile of gold and use it. What do you do with it? Let's go around the table. I'm going to start with Fern. Fern, you come back. You have this an endless wealth. Scooter's passed away. Your friends passed away, but you all made it back. You know that you saved the entire universe, probably. What do you do?
So she's hiding a fair amount of it under the porch because that just seems appropriate.
Of course.
But she's
Some
going
under the
to
bed,
buy
too.
something nice that Mima's been eyeing at the store for a while to bribe her, so she can also buy herself a new puppy, which she is naming Renegade.
Oh,
And hopefully her stash will enable her to buy treats and whatnot for this. And then using a small chunk of funds to also buy tax now and again at the county store, because she is, for the rest of her life, in honor of Renegade,
man.
going to be a menace to society at some level.
That's awesome. She becomes a hill lady and like has so much money, but then never spends it and just puts it under the porch.
It just goes under the porch.
Oh man. Okay. Grove. What do you do with all your money?
Yeah. Grove is gonna, I think, after all the adventuring, he's ready to grow up. He's gonna get involved with the family business, politics. And one of his first things he's gonna run his campaign on is improving the lives for the children in the hills. So
Yeah.
that no one needs to do something as dangerous as him and his cousins did once.
Seriously, why did that fall to children to do?
These soft kids, they don't even have to go into alternate dimensions and fight the darkness anymore. That's ridiculous.
We had to walk uphill both directions.
Then get blown up by a cannon at the top of it.
Oh man. Okay. Let's see. Birch. Kingsley. Yeah, Kingsley. What do you do? Now, Kingsley's interesting, right? Because you're the one that it's clear to you. Although I don't know, with all that money, maybe that's wrong. Yeah. What do you do? Actually, that's yeah.
Okay. I think I got it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna search the area for abandoned or rundown villages, and when I find one I like, in the center I'm gonna build and commission a giant statue of Renegade, as big as the Statue of Liberty.
Nice.
And and I'm going to make sure, and I'm gonna make a pencil factory in honor of him.
Nice. And this becomes like Rogers, Arkansas, where it's like, well, of course pencils are made in Renegade Town. I mean, that's obviously where pencils come from. What do you mean? Everybody knows that. No one knows why. And if you think it's too ridiculous to have a Statue of Liberty-sized version of Renegade, I invite you to Appalachia, where you will find a guy who made a castle for his wife and just did it.
Yeah.
And then there's a guy that just has a giant dinosaur because he wants to. And people do stuff like that. So, there's people maybe forget. And there's this huge, massive statue of this kid. What's the statue like?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I'd have an apple because, the one that in the one town had an apple in it. Renegade went and took a bite out of it. Except this apple has a bite.
Yeah.
Because Renegade took a bite out of this apple.
I do take the advice of my friends and cousins. So yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, this whole town springs up around this pencil factory. Okay, and then
he's got a pencil in one hand and an apple in the other.
Nice. And then Birch, what do you do with your money?
Well, first of all, I feel a little bad that I didn't care this much when my last batch of cousins died. Maybe this was obvious, but to everyone else in the world, but I think finally it has dawned on Birch that there is more than enough adventure for him here in the hills. It's not like they're lacking for anything interesting or dangerous or exciting to tell about. Oh, I don't think he's ever leaving the hills. I think he's gonna commit himself to being an adventurer, righting wrongs, and going on quests forever.
Wow.
I think one difference, though, since he's a little bit more literary, but with his books and all that, is that he wants to try and chronicle his adventures, those of his cousins, and those of their predecessors, so that one day there will be really cool adventure stories about Appalachia. You know?
Yeah, he's like Ernest Hemingway or like who's that? Oh man, why can't I think of it? Anyways, there's some authors that come to mind. Yeah. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah. Okay.
Manly Wade Wellman. Yeah, and then he'll your epilogue. He just writes on the cover and tails. Boom.
Nice. Well, there's one last person. Renegade isn't here to speak for himself, but what happens with Renegade's family and with his wealth?
His dad gets post bail.
Ooh.
Nice. And takes some of it and opens a thing up in the mountains, kind of a Copperhead Road style. He comes back for some copper line and bags of yeast. We know what he's up to, but we just leave Scooter to his. And then they upgrade the school, and rebuild that bridge that I can't even remember my first character's name that they were working on, that they needed those nails for. And it just kind of goes to the town. Russell, yeah. Finish up that bridge. It just kind of goes to the town, and the school needs more books. It gets books. Maybe a like a scholarship kind of a thing. So it's kind of like sprinkled around just to improve things in general.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, and if anything though, Scooter doesn't change. And
Scooter never changes.
Yeah, some things don't change. That's Scooter. And well, anyways, yes. And that concludes our campaign. Mythic Mountains RPG is a private online play club that focuses on folk RPGs. Folk RPGs are the games that belong to all of us. They're what actually happens at a table between friends. It's their voice that has the authority on what is fun and what works for them. Weekly, we upload our games to allow others to sit in with us. The channel isn't monetized. We don't own the artwork, music, software, or games shown in these actual plays, and you can find links to their authors in the description. Like, subscribe, and share if you wish, or don't. Just like games in person, you're welcome to pull up a chair, sit in, and watch some of our games. No performances, no fancy equipment, just regular people playing folk pencil and paper role-playing games and having a good time. We hope these games will prove a source of enjoyment to anyone just wanting to listen in, anyone looking for examples of how actual groups run and play folk RPGs, and most importantly, if you haven't found your group yet, you're welcome here at ours.